Hey guys, Doward out here in the workshop working on the FXDX. We're going into the cam chest. So yeah, we kind of started this one already, so let me show you where we're at.
So we're going to slide the exhaust and all out the way here.
Yeah, we already got started and pretty much took the front exhaust studs out, or nuts from one stud, and the stud came out of the second one. I'm going to try to avoid that if at all possible, but mine came out anyways.
Yeah.
That should just come right out. You got a little crossover tube right here, so make sure you kind of slide that forward when you take it out. I don't know if you can see that. And then the heat shield is just 3 clamps. It's got to come off out the way. Those have already been. You really don't need to mess with the rear exhaust right now. We will be taking it off because, again, Vance and Hines going on there, but that's not going to affect if you were reusing your exhaust system. Now, of course, if you had a 2-in-1 system like John does the Bassani, you'll have to take your rear. It's all one piece, but you have to have the front header pipe. Depending if it crosses over in front of the cam chest, you're gonna need to get out of the way. You need to be able to pull this whole cam chest cover off. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little Allen head bolts, which I've already broken loose and cracked this thing open because we did an inspection on the shoes of the chain tensioners to see what kind of life was left on them. I was under the assumption at 50,000 miles they were going to be in pretty rough shape with the dreaded twin cam shoe eating problems that I've read about online and heard about so much. But
yeah, I'm still waiting for the shoes to get eaten up my Evo. Oh wait,
you don't have shoes.
That's right, I ain't got shoes. We don't have wear out parts. We get on our Evos and we ride. Quick side note, before you pop the exhaust off, though, you do have to get your controls out the way.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing we're going to be doing. I'm going to try to do that as a separate video. But, I mean, your mid controls are very similar, of course, simple. If you have 4 controls, you know they're going to bolt up here where this sissy bar mount is. But your mid controls are simply 2 bolts right here on the side of the frame. And we're actually going to be going to a set of what they call further forward mids that actually move the mid controls 2 inches forward. Pedals and all. I've got a whole brand new set over there. So again, this will actually be coming off. But for right now, we just need to get it out of the way because that was in the way of getting the exhaust off. It's going to hang down there. Get these top 4 bolts out and then just
gently ease her out.
Yeah, that's the cover.
Hey, let's get y'all a better shot of what's inside of this.
Yeah.
All right, so there's your entire inner cam chest assembly. Shoes, you got one down here for this outer timing chain, and then you've got another one that's inside. We'll show you that once we pop this off. You gotta get all these bolts out of the way here, unbolt those, get it, pull the whole thing.
Not yet.
Why not?
Because there's tension on the push rods. You have to undo the push rods first.
I suppose we could.
Yeah. We have to. Actually, we have to. Some people cut the push rods.
No, they don't.
Some people, most videos you will find.
Most videos on YouTube are idiots.
Most videos you will find of people doing this kind of work, they will cut the push rods.
That is
Doward refuses to let me cut these push rods. And since we're going to be working on more bikes in the future, potentially some twin cams and whatnot, we might as well save the parts. There's nothing wrong with my stock
First
push
time
rods.
we find some that are bent.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with my push rods, push rod tubes, etc. I'm just going with adjustables because I'm going with aftermarket cams and everything that makes it easier for installation.
We gotta take your tank off then.
Yes, because you want to do all this. So now we get to show these people that the tank must come off, the rocker box covers must be broken off, and everything to be able to draw the push rods out from the top.
Okay. Just how much gas you got in there?
Well, you were supposed to drain that gas and use it in your bike because
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't do that.
Way to go. So now we have to drain that gas, which is now like, well, it's only like 3 weeks old.
Yeah, no, it ain't that old.
But on a side note, even if you're not doing a full hydraulic swap setup or changing your cams or have no intention of pulling all this out, you may want to remove your exhaust and pop this cover off just to check the life of your shoes. You can see my shoes have, well, I actually call them half-life. These had to have been replaced at some point for a 50,000 mile bike. I'd be hard pressed to believe otherwise. But you can barely, especially if you get back there with a flashlight, don't have one handy to show you. Oh, wait, Doward's got a
phone.
Doward's got tools. Where did it go? There you go. You can see the shoe back there. And it's got about half-life. I could let this go for a little while longer, but I have all the parts. There's no sense in me doing that. But just a little side note for anybody who just may want to know how to inspect those visually without having to tear everything down. It is a good inspection to make a little peace of mind, because when these things go, then you have metal riding against your chain, which is quickly going to cause metal debris inside. Failure. Fun.
I've got to worry about this all the time on my Evo.
Twin can.
Way to go, Harley!